Am I still in shot? Yes, of course. As you know, a blockade is perfectly legal.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Darth Vader. A great shift in the Force have I felt. Into exile I must go.
Is the Sith Lord we've been looking for. Anakin became his new apprentice.
I don't believe you.
The Separatists have been taken care of, my master.
It is finished then.
What are you doing out here?
I was so worried about you. Obi-Wan said you had turned to the dark side?
I have brought peace to the Republic. Together, you and I can rule the galaxy.
Obi-Wan was right. You've changed.
Where is Padme?
Oh, I'm afraid she is no more. You did not know the strength of your own anger.
Hello and welcome back to another video. Today you can see we're playing Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Eventually I was able to get it, as you can see. Was at 6 PM like I thought, which kind of fucking sucks because, you know, everybody else has probably done about 10 million videos on this game now. But I thought I'd do a little review on the game because a lot of the stuff in this game I didn't expect. Like, I'll give you this. This is probably the best Star Wars game other than, obviously, Jedi Fallen Order. Other than that, I don't think another game has came close to this. Like, I like the Battlefront that's not long came out as well, like the Battlefront 2 and things. But this game is so big. Like, seriously, I'm a person that really hates, like, getting yellow notifications in video games. As much as I love this game, because of how big it is, and this is an actual good thing for the game. Maybe an annoyance for me, but a good thing for this game. The amount of times I have a new yellow dot because I figured out some sort of like secret mystery thing for a mission or whatnot is unbelievably satisfying. Also, I really enjoyed it. I'm up to The Empire Strikes Back right now. The only thing that I'll say that could be positively a negative is by episode 5 you kind of get a sort of wear and tear on it because you play through it all so quickly and you're trying to figure out as much as you can, you're collecting as much coins as you can, you're looking for every other little secret you can find, and some of them are really cool. Like there's a mission in the first the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy where you find like a stack of box where, you know, you actually find the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy's original Lego box art game, and it's quite cool. But by getting to episode 5 you do get a bit weirded out on it because obviously you enjoy the story, you're enjoying searching for things, but because you're doing it so much and there's so much in this game, like I'm like halfway through the trilogy, I've only got 70 characters of the 380 characters you can actually get. And obviously I've still got that half of Empire to go back, to go through. And then I've also got Return of the Jedi. And then I've got The Force Awakens, and the rest of the weird sequel trilogy. But that's what I'm saying. It's so mad that there's so much detail, so much thought and passion, effort that have actually went into this game. Like, it's unbelievable. Some of the boss fights are phenomenal. Like, right now in the background, we've got the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight, which was amazing, and it really is hard to do a lot of the things and a lot of the missions the first time round, because you might not have a certain character that you need to unlock something in that level. So obviously they've done that for the free play stuff, but then other times there's like, it's just hard to actually collect everything else because you're so caught up in the fight. You're like, no, didn't get me, get away, and you're sitting there trying to like make sure you're not dying and stuff. It's so much fun. But the only other downside I would say is sometimes you don't get to play certain battles. So like Obi-Wan and the Darth Vader fight, don't get to play that. The Darth Maul fight with Qui-Gon on Tatooine, you don't get that fight, and it's the same with Mace Windu and Palpatine. You don't get to play that fight. You get to play the Yoda and Palpatine fight, but technically at that point he is the Emperor, you know. So, but other than that, the game is just amazing. Like, I thought it was going to be amazing, and I'm quite happy I was right, because the graphics in the game, for one, are fucking phenomenal for a Lego game. Like, the only reason how you'd really 9 times out of 10 know you're playing a Lego game is because your character's a fucking Lego character. Other than that, say for instance, if they had normal people on this, it would feel just like a normal game, because the sets, the way they've done everything, is so unbelievably like identical. It's something just amazing about the game. Well, I think there is a few things that they slept on, which is upsetting in a sense. Like, some battles, like I'm saying, would have benefited being in the game. And also, the thing when it comes to the boss battles, so far from what I've seen, there's not many. Like, you get, obviously, your big duels, but other than that, there's not really a lot after that. Like, you get a good one here or there, and then obviously, after that, 9 times out of 10, it's just running about, you know, doing your usual and things, which I have no problem with at all. Like, I love the game, but I wish there was a bit more battle sometimes, and sometimes I wish unlockables weren't locked behind a battle. Like, you have to do a specific thing, but you don't know what that specific thing you're supposed to do is. So you have to like buy rumors with like your stud collection, or, you know, find some random person on a random planet that might give you a little hint of what you're supposed to do there. I get it, it's to like make you explore and stuff, which is awesome, because trust me, you get random like space battles, you get random events happening around, you can do so many cool things in this. But the fact that sometimes you can't like unlock a certain character that you really want to unlock, and you still technically unlock them, but you can buy them with studs for like 200,000 studs, which in this game is really hard to maintain a lot of studs at all times, because if you want to do your upgrades to like your character or a specific character, you're spending your kyber bricks, you're spending your studs so much that you will end up running out. So as of right now, I've got over 700,000 studs, and even if I just wanted to buy a few characters, you're lucky if I'd get maybe about 4 or 5 before I would be able to actually spend my points on anything else. And even at that, with the studs that are left, there is no guarantee that I'll actually be able to do a certain upgrade, because now I've used so many studs, I might not have enough studs, but I might have enough kyber bricks. So it's one of those 50-50 trade-off sorts of situations. But overall, when it comes to this game, there is no beating it. Like, I'm telling you, hands down, best Star Wars game. A lot of people would have slept on it because it's Lego, and I'm telling you, people, don't. This is the best Star Wars game since Jedi Fallen Order, and that is something I wasn't expecting to say at first, because I was sitting on the fence for this game for so long before I bought it. Basically, I was not even aware this was coming out at first, and I watched it on YouTube, funnily enough. when I realized and saw this stuff, I was like, oh my god, this actually could potentially be good. I was sitting on the fence for so long. Like, I pre-ordered this like maybe a week or something actually before it was meant to come out, and I got a great deal on it. But I still can't believe how good it is compared to, like, you know, even though I was so on the fence about it. So if you're thinking about picking this up for yourself, or you and your son, you and your kid, you know, I would say yes, go for it, because trust me, you are going to have a great time just sitting, going around adventuring, collecting studs, doing all these mad missions. And then there's, I'm not even starting on the side missions. Like, the side missions, there's like over 100 or so like side missions as well. And then there's other missions as well that are in the game. It's like, it is just unreal. Like, seriously, it's one of the biggest Star Wars games that I've ever played, and it's a fucking Lego game of all games. You know, like, I would have been the same, you know, like, you're an adult, you know, you like, oh, why are you playing a Lego game? But it's like, well, if you want the definitive way to play the whole trilogy, I would say, other than maybe not getting to a few battles when it comes to bosses, this is it. Like, there is no other game that offers you so much within detail, gameplay, physics, the way it looks. There has been once or twice where I've had a little, like, glitch or whatnot happen, but it's not game breaking. It's like the lightsaber during a duel sometimes might disappear for like 5 seconds, but then after whatever cutscene is playing, it fixes itself, so then you're sorted. The one thing that also had happened to me, which was more of a funny one and it didn't really bother me, is that I got caught running on the spot, and I was like, alright, okay, I can't move. And then so all I did was pause and unpause, and then there you go, I was able to move again. So it's not one of those things where it's game breaking. Other than that, I've not ever came across glitches or bugs. The game's pretty solid, and I'm quite impressed considering it's not filled with microtransactions like every other game has been recently. But then I forgot, it's a Lego game, and that's another reason why I think adults need to not sleep on them anymore. Because the Lego games are targeted to children, so they can't have microtransactions in them. Because if they do, then they can get in legal trouble now. Because if you, I think there's like some sort of rule now, and if they add microtransactions in games of a certain age group, that like they can get in trouble. So just saying, there is no microtransactions. You can literally pick up the game and unlock everything just by playing it, and it's so big and vast. You're going to be sat there for hours, and you're not going to know what to do with yourself. Because trust me, I've been sitting running about going, right, I've done this, I've done that. Like, how big is this game? Because I really want to know, so I can try to get a lot of it. Like, some of the, like, even episodes, I've only got like 39% complete, but I've completed the story. Like, that's how big this thing is. And obviously, the most recent one that I done was obviously the Before Empire was the New Hope, and that's the one I have done the most in, and that's like 50 odd or 60 odd % complete. And I done a lot on that one. Like, I made sure to make every mission I could, that I could make sure I could do a lot of things without having free play characters in there. That I've done it, and I did, and it's unbelievable, man. Like, trust me, this game won't let you down. So if you're on the fence, or you think, oh, I'm never going to play it because it's a Lego game, trust me, you're the one missing out. No one else but you is missing out. Because trust me, I would not change this game for what it is. I'll most likely be playing more of it today after this video goes out, because, like, trust me, it gets addictive. Because even though you get bored every now and then, you're like, but I want to really see where the story goes. I want to see what bits you can play, what bits you can't play, and I want to complete all the way through and then have most of the characters, so then I can figure out what I need to do, go back to the parts in the story, do those things, unlock every single character and things. It's like got so much replayability as well. It's just unbelievably awesome. So if you're on the fence, I'm telling you right now, get it. you're not going to be disappointed. But anyway, I'm going to let this video end here actually. So if you want my verdict, I'd say it's a 9.8 out of 10 for Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, because there's not been a Star Wars game like this I've seen ever be this good, and you really need to try it. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.